Hey, happy Friday to you. It is December 9th, time for this week's Friday Funnies, and let me remind you there are only 16 shopping days left until Christmas. That phrase doesn't really mean much anymore since you can go online shopping 24/7, but when I was a kid, shopping days were completely different than real days because none of the stores were open all week. But during the Christmas season, the post office delivered mail to your house on Sunday. Ah, the good old days. And speaking of the good old days, because that's what makes it a segue, I'm betting that Herman Cain is longing for the good old days of selling pizza and sexual harassment. You know, he's out of the presidential race now, but he is working on his new book. He said it's going to be a tell-all book, and the title is I Did Not Harass Her Ass. And Rod Blagojevich must also be longing for the good old days now that he's been sentenced to 14 years. I feel sorry for his family and friends, because now they are burdened with having to find a Christmas present for a guy who's going to be going to the Gray Bar Hotel for an extended stay. Clothes are out of the question. They'll be giving him all the nice orange jumpsuits he needs. Jewelry's off the book, too, because, the only jewelry he'll be wearing are bracelets made out of steel. So I would suggest maybe a nice pen and a lot of paper so that he can start working on his memoirs while he's in stir. Not in Stewart, because I don't even know where that is. But I even have a working title for him. Here it is, How I Spent My Government Vacation. Well, none of the crazy people in the news were on vacation this week. They were all too busy doing what they do to make it into the Friday Funnies. A man in Naples, Florida wanted to make a nice candlelight dinner, but he didn't have any candles. He also didn't have any food. So he went down to the local grocery store and he took 4 steaks and some candles and stuffed them in his pants and started to walk out. Well, alert employees saw him and gave chase, and they tackled him and held him until police got there. When they did, the robber said, I never should have took that stuff and stuffed it in my pants, but if I ever do it again, I'm going to blow the candles out first. In Opoksno, Poland, a couple was visiting an amusement park complete with one of those giant water slides. And they decided that this would be the perfect time for them to join the Water Slide High Club. Yeah, that's right. Apparently there's a club that exists for couples who engage in coitus while going down a water slide. Now, quite honestly, I'm not sure how this works, because I've been on water slides before. They only last a few seconds, so you're under tremendous pressure to perform. And then, there's no time for your spoon at the end. You'll drown, As for me, give me a good old-fashioned cross-country red-eye airplane flight any day of the week. There's no spirit like the Christmas spirit, and William Robinson of Atlanta, Georgia, must be full of it. Because while he was shopping at the North DeKalb Mall, he decided to get some mistletoe to celebrate the season. And as he was leaving the mall, he saw a tree with some mistletoe in it. So he decided to harvest some by shooting at it with his shotgun. Here we have problem number 1, having a shotgun at the mall. Well, police were called and Willie was arrested, and he said he didn't do anything wrong. He said that every year he got some mistletoe to decorate his house, and then he said, and I quote, the best way to get it is with a shotgun, end quote. Problem number 2, WTF. Well, granted, I am not from Willie's neck of the woods, nor thankfully from his gene pool, but I'm pretty sure that the best way to get mistletoe is to actually walk into the store and buy some. Thankfully, Willie is out on bond now in time to tend to his next Christmas tradition, cutting down a Christmas tree with a shoulder-fired missile. Hey, that's all I have for you, folks, as we count down the days to Christmas. Please send these to all of your friends, your relatives, anybody you would normally send a Christmas card to, and, well, you'll save a lot of money. I'll see you next week.